All right, let's talk about one of the most common glitches you'll run into in Mandarin. You know, that little thing that can make a perfectly good sentence just look wrong, kind of like a display error on a screen. But don't worry, because today we're going to fix it for good.
Okay, be honest. Have you ever tried to say, I met him, and come up with something like this? 我见面他,我见面他. It feels so right, doesn't it? You've got your subject, your verb, your object, but this is exactly the kind of display error we're talking about.
So yeah, that first version, 我见面他, is a dead giveaway you're still learning. The natural, correct way to say it is 我和他见面. But the real question is, why? What makes the first one so wrong? Well, the answer is actually a secret that's hiding inside the verb itself. And here's the official term for these tricky little words, 离和词, or separable words. Now, the name gives you a clue. They look like one single verb, but here's the big secret. They're not. They're actually a little package deal, a verb and its very own object, all bundled together. Let's break it down with a word you probably learned on day one, 睡觉, to sleep. This isn't just a verb. It's actually two parts. 睡, the action of sleeping, and jiào, the object, asleep. You're literally saying to sleep asleep. And once you see that hidden structure, everything else is going to click into place. And you'll see this pattern everywhere, especially in the HSK lists. jiànmiàn, to meet, is literally to see a face. 帮忙, to help, is to help a busyness. See what's happening? In every single one of these, the object is already built right into the word. And that brings us to the golden rule. This is the one thing you have to remember. Because the word already has an object inside it, like face in to see a face, you simply cannot add another object after it. Think of it like a parking spot. The object spot is already taken. Okay, let's go back to our original problem. 我见面他 is wrong because you're trying to cram a second object, 他, into a spot that face, 面, already occupies. So what's the fix? You use a preposition, like 和, which means with. You say, I with him meet. It moves him to before the verb phrase, and just like that, problem solved. But wait, there's another really cool way to fix this, which is where the separable part comes in. Take a word like帮忙to help. You can actually split it open and put the person right in the middle. 我帮了他的忙 literally means I helped his busyness. This ability to split these words is a total game changer. In fact, sometimes splitting them isn't just a cool trick. It's something you have to do. There are certain grammatical situations where you absolutely must break them apart to make a correct sentence. So, let's look at the 4 essential formulas you need in your toolkit. Let's just run through these real quick. If you want to add how long you did something, the time goes right in the middle. Same for how many times you did it. If you're using particles like le or guo, they also get tucked inside, right after the verb part. And for descriptions, you do this little verb duplication trick. Getting these 4 patterns down is your key to sounding way more natural. All right, so how does this actually help you on your HSK exams? Well, let me tell you, the people who write these tests love separable words. They are the perfect way to check if you really understand the grammar and aren't just memorizing vocabulary lists. So here's your HSK game plan. First, start thinking like a grammar detective. Whenever you see a new 2-character verb, ask yourself, is there a noun hiding in there? Second, watch out for the bang-mong trap. It's a classic. Just remember, you bang him, you don't bang-mong him. And third, if you want to show off in your speaking test, use that verb duplication, like sanbu, to take a little walk. It sounds super fluent. You know, getting this one concept right can make such a huge difference. It's one of those things that takes you from sounding like you're reading a textbook to speaking smooth, natural Mandarin. The big takeaway is simple. Not all verbs are created equal. And now you know what to do with the special ones. So there you have it. You now know how to spot and fix one of the most common display errors in Chinese. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other fundamental grammar rules are just sitting there, hiding in plain sight in the words you already know?